buying gifts on special occasions, Valentine's Day, buying gifts. Very few men bring gifts for their wives on Valentine's Day. Most women would bring a gift for their man, you see. Birthdays they will remember, Valentine's Day they will remember, anniversary they will remember. They don't remember anything, they don't do anything special about all these occasions. Small things which can add to the romance, which men don't do. If they do, things will become happy. Again, a small problem that men, couples complain of, small solutions, simple solutions which can help them. Sex. Sex can be a big issue. Romance is very, very important for women. Sex is very important for men. I'm not saying, I'm just not excuse. Less important for women than for men. Men's need for sex is something different. It is not always necessarily linked to romance. This is physical need, like how his hunger is. You can give him a sandwich, a well-made sandwich and a beer and not have sex. And he might be happy. Most of the men would be like that. Some need is met. It's a physical need. For woman, not so much romance, he's not talking nicely to me, he's so much busy. She's not in mood for sex. There is always a conflict that arises because of differences that is there in desire and the activity in sex between man and woman. Again, a small thing which can be resolved easily. And finally, a new problem that has come up, common problem we say these days, because many women are working, smartphones are there, chats are there, Facebook is there. In women who are working in the office, there is a common tool, men and women are working together. It's different. See, when you come to office, you are very well dressed, fresh. These days you are competitive, so you put all your energy in that work. You go back home, you're not like that, you're not dressed like that, you dress differently, you don't comb your hair, you don't put on perfume. You look different. You look different in office, so you look much more, either man or woman, they look much more attractive in an office place. Then in office place there is position, there is power, there is help that is given. They are listening to one another, which is not happening in the house. She doesn't listen to me, she doesn't listen to me. In office they have to listen. So they have to discuss. If there is an attractive woman or man, whether his boss or colleague would listen more likely, would be more helpful with that. The small things add attraction. So these are human beings. Anything that is attractive, that's how the term comes. We will be attracted to that thing, which makes us feel closer to that person. There's a bonding that takes place. Then within that bonding, it goes a little ahead, a little nudge here, a little touch here, a little sweet message here and there, then a message in guise of an office work message which is passed in WhatsApp. What are you doing? No, this is my office work. See, this is office work. After 1 month, he's not showing the phone, this is office work. Because in their office work, there's one more message which is coming in now, which is not office. Then somebody is talking with that same person, now he's talking in the bathroom with that same person. One is the name is same, but the talk was in the bathroom, not in the living room at the person. So these small things add up, and there is a chance to small affair beginning in the office places, workplaces. Very common these days. It can really shake up a marriage. You ask the men, you may not confess. He says, no, this is normal. This is what I'm doing. There is nothing. She is just becoming paranoid, suspicious. There is nothing to it. She just sends 1 or 2 messages. What can I do? She is like that, so she sends these messages also. I am not reacting to those messages at all. You don't love your wife? No, 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 I love my wife. 100%. I love my wife. I have never done anything against them. Everybody will say that. They really. People who have this little extra fling. It's not a truth of their wives or something seriously wrong in their marriage that they are doing. So that is attraction. Physical thing that has taken place and that is a small thing. The small thing can be very, very threatening. It is not ended early. It can lead to a trip outside the city, can lead to a sexual relationship, and from there things can become worse. These are small things that can happen. Can be ended easily. Very common these days. Confront them, make them say the truth, make them realize this is small thing, but it's not a small thing for your marriage. It's a huge disaster for your marriage. Please stop doing it. Because it's very easy to become attracted to a person. It's not very easy to continue a relationship with a person for years together, to be intimate and close, and to take all the responsibility of this there's no attractiveness left. The same person who is attractive. It is like when we say one marriage, then second marriage comes to say attraction is good. Individual attraction. And it is not about that. Intimacy is not about that. Closeness is not about that. So once you make them realize it, things become better, and the marriage can be again happy. But these were simpler things that happen. There are sometimes more complex things that take place. But some of the case histories, there are no slides for these case histories I would like to tell you. In a relationship or interaction between two people, there are a type of relationship which is known as a lose-lose interaction or a win-win interaction. If there is a win-win interaction, the bonding is always good, the relationship ends, whichever way, whatever interaction is always ends happily. A lose-lose thing will go down the drain. And this is a huge thing that happens sometimes in marriages that don't work. So these are two patients which were there in recent times, and I remember their histories when I was narrating with them. One guy was from media. He is brilliant in front of camera. Well-known, you know, movie actor. Okay? Actually, a well-known guy in media, and brilliant in whatever work that he does. Very solid type of person he was. Now, sometime back, we met this lady who also started coming to work in the media. She was also very clever, very intelligent, she was very vivacious and full of life. And he was unmarried at that point of time. He came from a little aloof, old family, only son, father, mother, he did not talk much. So he was also that silent, strong type, brilliant in whatever he would do. And she was a public type. She came from a family where the father had died when she was very young. So she had a mother, one more sister, and she would move from one place to another, trying to find out her place in society. So though she was clever and she got job easily, she was doing whatever she would do. She had come to this company where he was working, worked for some small period of time, then moved to another media company. But the relationship was set. And then there were two different types. In him, she saw a person who was solid, strong, she would keep on talking, she would keep on listening, she would keep on sending messages 5 times, 6 times in the initial relation. Every time he would respond to those messages. He was thrilled because he was a strong, silent type, he was very communicative. And suddenly in his life, which was very good, brilliant, but a little grim, here has entered somebody who was full of promise and full of life. See, he also liked her very much. And the relationship progressed. They got married. Now what happened is, after marriage, soon after marriage, he got another position, a more senior position in another media company. So he moved out. Now there was more responsibility because he thought, I am married to a very nice person, I love my wife very much, I have to work very hard. So he started working very hard. The new position, new company, you have to spend a lot of time, and you know, media time can go haywire. What will happen is now, at the same time, her job was not going anywhere. She had a lot of free time. And she did not know what to do. Sometimes she would get stuck in the work. So again, those 5, 8 messages that she would now send were not answered by him. You would find it difficult to answer those things because he was very short of time when there was a meeting going on. Then she calls up, he can't get up from the meeting and talk with her and talk about her problems. So she would come back home and they would fight. And this went on and this went on. The distance between them progressed and the fight between them progressed. And this one girl was vivacious and full of life, but when she was angry, she could be really very, very vicious, bad. And he did not know what to do. He never knew how to do it and how to bring it to woman. You just keep quiet. He always thought he was working very hard, doing something in the family, come back home and you keep quiet. And the more you keep quiet, the more angry she would get. She became angry, she started throwing things at him. He did not know what to do. Started hitting him. He was really bad. Tried to hurt him by throwing things at him. This problem, he also used to love his drink. He did not know, he was so confused. What he started doing is after the office hours, whenever he had time, he would dread going back home. He would go and have 2 drinks. Go ahead, it's more problem. You do not know today, you went to your friends, you had drinks this thing. Again, you have come home drunk today. With a few drinks, sometimes you would get angry at her, that would lead to more fights. You would start drinking more, staying away from the house more, she would start getting more angry. It totally went out of control. There's no solution. Ultimately, she got a job in Delhi, she moved out, she had another affair there, the marriage ended. He was feeling extremely guilty about ending the marriage and then he had continued. Of course, by that time, the drinking was also too much. There was two problems that day. Too much drinking and feeling extremely guilty. So he still felt that she was a small child, was full of life, ambition. She did not know she would probably not survive properly in the outside world. He as a strong person had to protect her and he did not know what went wrong and how to control her, how to use that for what he used. But by that time it was too late. He already decided and the marriage had ended. Nothing was there. There was no win-win interaction between them. Everything went down from there. The second person, second history, is also from India. Though not initially. Initially, in a small town in Punjab, he was a businessman. Traditional businessman. He married, not very highly educated, but he was a reasonably good financial background. He got a good wife. She was educated, she was an MBA, but they was a very conservative family. So she was not allowed to work. She was not going to educated. I am my business. He was not educated so much less, but he was brilliant in his mind. He found another business and he made too much money out of that. He was so rich by the time he was just a few years in marriage, much more than what he was when they got married. Now he started wanting to make use of this money. So he entered into different fields. He moved from that small town to Delhi. And there his lifestyle changed. He was now made money. The lifestyle in Delhi was different, very fast lifestyle. And there was a big difference that came up between them. This couple, they both loved one another. And they still continue to love one another very well. And there is a special thing. You talk about things. Small things they would discuss. Any problem, he would also respond. He would discuss, we have time, we would talk, do that, we would not so I don't know what to do, like that. They had children also very early in their marriage. By the time he shifted to Delhi, they had two small children. So whatever he did, however busy he became, he was still interested in children's welfare, would ask them, she would discuss with him. But because of his drift, there was a drift in the marriage. Then, this guy was a businessman, no media background, suddenly decides to become an actor. Today he is a successful actor. He is coming up still, soon his name will be much bigger than what it is now. But he had money to back him up. These days actors require money to back them up, it was easy for that. He was an actor. Another major shift. So little bit in Delhi, he needs to now move to Bombay. So here is in Bombay, again is a different lifestyle. And now that actor thing goes up in his head, his popularity, the people, the actresses, beautiful people around him, the conflict between her and him continues. But along with that conflict, the caring for children, caring for small things, talking about small things also continues. Woman is another problem. Coming from a conservative family, she had a mother-in-law. She is a very nice lady, but a mother-in-law who wanted to control everything. So everything that was done was decided by the mother-in-law. Then when he became rich and this problem and conflict was there, he took another house. That was his solution because he would complain that this I cannot survive. His sister-in-law staying in the same town, his elder brother's wife. She was also trying to control her. So this mother-in-law, sister-in-law problem became too much for her. And when it became too much for her, by that time this person has shifted to Delhi, then later on he came to Mumbai. So she did not know what to do. So that stress and this drift apart that this person had was too much stress, so they decided to end the marriage. Very lovingly, they said, okay, we are fighting so much now, let's end this marriage if that is going to keep you happy. That's what the men told her, this woman. And she also agreed, she said, I'm MBA, I should stay with him, he doesn't have any time for me, he's now gone, he's gone to Bollywood, he never have time for me, I'm just a small town girl, and then these problems I have from in-laws, why should I face when he is not there? That type of thinking. So they both decided, okay, let's have separation despite the love and problem caring that they have for one another. Then one day something happened to this girl, very dramatic thing that happened. She decided to become independent because she thought if I anyway separate from him, I'll have to become independent. So she said, let me become independent now. So just one thought of becoming independent brought about a huge change. Because now she was staying separate, not staying with the mother-in-law. The sister-in-law would hardly influence her. If she decided to be independent, the influence and the problem that they could create for her became much, much lesser. So she felt that. She started doing yoga, started doing other exercises, she started taking tuitions for her own children, which she never used to do earlier. Because they had money, they would always have tuition fees. No, let me start taking tuition for the children. Let me do something which is productive, where I can be involved. I'm not always thinking of my husband. A lot of positive things she started doing. By doing that, her anger became less, she became more pleasant, and she would convey all this to the husband. He also found it very nice, because the conflicts are less, problems are less, she's talking more nicely, he was always talking nicely with her. Suddenly the relation again became better. He realized the problem, the drift had caused it. He said, I was so taken up by the money, the aura that is there with this life of Bollywood, that I really neglected my wife. And he accepted that. And he said, I will not do it again. So I asked him, she come, I said, what if in this type of thing he gets into an affair? So no, it is decided among us. If I ever have a serious extramarital affair, we will separate off. And I will give her mutual. That's the husband saying that. And she decided to stay in a small town. So I'll come back whenever I'm ready to come and stay in Mumbai. I'm not ready for Mumbai, I'll stay there, you stay in Mumbai. That sort of arrangement they have to do. And then the relation is much better now. They're so much happier. Because they were solving their problems, they were ready to solve their problems, the small thing that they always bring together. And suddenly it's one thing about woman health, and we supported her totally. We always supported her against whatever your mother-in-law, my mother is saying, my situation, don't worry about it. Always used to say that. But she never used to listen to that. We always said, okay, don't listen to them, do whatever you want. Many men tell them to their wife, don't listen to my mother. Leave independent, do that. But the thing is in the mind. Just that one day she decided to be independent, suddenly things changed in her mind. She became different. So when you solve problems, when you are like that and you have that type of personality, problems become easier. In the first marriage, things went down with him. Here things have come back despite the differences that once upon a time was serious. The third case is a little important. It happened many years back, the last year that I tell you, but very interesting. This was a woman, a Muslim woman. She got married to a Tory woman, she got married to a Tory gentleman. He was working in Africa. Very good to work in Africa. And he was a rich businessman. It's an arranged type of marriage. But he was a very simple person, a good businessman, she was a simple person. She was studying in Bombay. She did a post-graduation, she did her MA here. And an arranged marriage, she went to Africa. He was a nice guy, quiet guy, proper businessman, but not something who would be a good companion, a good company. Joyfulness was not there in the marriage. He was not very good with sex also. She was getting very bored. Suddenly from Bombay she was going to Africa because there's hardly any social life, zero social life, and husband is not very friendly, sex that is not good, she doesn't know what to do with her education. They had children there. She realized there were no English medium schools in the town that he was staying in Africa. She was enterprising, she started a school. And husband, because she had money, he was always very supportive of whatever she wants to do, say you do it. Though he was not very friendly, but he always loved her. And though he couldn't have good sex with her, he always loved her a lot. She said yes. And he financed her school. So she started actually a school, an English medium school in that town, because she wanted her children to be educated. So for some time, she was the principal there in the school. She was her school, she was the principal, she brought teachers from Bombay and from other parts. And the school started doing very well. The school was established. She then appointed a headmistress there, and she had again nothing to do. There was a time when the Facebook became very popular. Nothing to do, husband is busy and that type of guy. She became friendly with a guy in Delhi. The guy was 7 years younger than her. But their romance started on Facebook. See? So they became very close. They had never met in life. But the closeness in this virtual world is amazing to believe it can be so much.